Barigani, Induga Nadada. This is General Abu Amin Ra, your elder, your ancestor, soon to be. Induga Nadada, I just want to plead with you not to buy the hype, the illegal immigrant hype. Listen. Please. This is nothing new. This is a continuation of American actions against others since 1619. Do you hear me? They killed the original people, migrated us to the land of these people they had cause to demise, worked us for 300 years from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. 6 days a week, 52 weeks per year. They beat us unmercifully, raped our women, caused a Holocaust so large to our people that it has been estimated to amount to over 100 million Africans lost to what they call the Atlantic slave trade. We ended up in the USA. We were chattel, listed on paperwork in the same place, grocery items and tools and other items of utensility. We were hung from trees, burned on fiery altars. They raped our wives in our presence. Then they promised us 40 acres and a mule, but they never gave it to us, my brothers and sisters. During that same period, the three major so-called Indian tribes of the USA were notorious slave owners: Chickasaw, Choctaw, Cherokee, and the Creek Indians. Covering Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, the Tennessee area fairly well. In a peace treaty the United States signed with them, in receipt of some 300,000 acres of land they had supplied to these Indians. One major stipulation was that these Indians had to release all the slaves they had, give them 40 acres of land for each person, and provide them $1 per capita per year. They didn't give us anything either. We didn't get the 40 acres and a mule either. But now I must be honest. Some of them struggled with us from day one to today. The only problem with them, when they struggled with us, they want to rule over us. John Brown, he wanted to help, and he did help. But he did it as himself, as the commander of the troops. He had to be in charge. He had to do it his way, you see. He was a white man. There were those who worked on the Underground Railroad, leading us to freedom, providing safe houses. We must admit the truth if we're going to arrive at a further truth. Truth produces truth. Lies produce nothing but more lies. So my brothers and sisters, I'm saying all this to say what I'm about to say. And what I'm about to say is going to be formed in the question format. And it is thusly. What are you going to do? And how do you define a people who did all those atrocities against us and have not yet come to us and say, forgive us, we were wrong? Did everything imaginable, even hung a black woman upside down, ripped her stomach open while she was pregnant, and stuffed our baby to death. Use our babies as alligator bait down in Florida. Read your history. But yet today they know they did this. They carry this burden of guilt with them because they got to feel guilty if they're humans. But the paramount question we must ask and ponder is, why haven't these white Christians and white others, out of their sense of guilt, come to us and admit what they did was wrong to us? Do you understand what I'm saying? What kind of a person would do and carry some evilness this long and then try to justify it by saying that was a long time ago? I wasn't living then. I despise a slave master's child when they have this kind of attitude. So my brothers and sisters, just ponder this question. What kind of persons would do all that damage they inflicted upon us? And now they're explaining really our psychological condition by explaining it through what the Latinos are going through at this particular time. Do you hear what I'm saying now? They're talking about all this psychological drama. We went through the same thing, so we must have encountered and suffered from that psychological trauma also. Do you get my drift? Whatever the Latinos, and I'm not trying to take anything from the Latino, whatever they are going through, on a scale of 1 to 100, they come nowhere close to 100, but we are at 100. And the world has never witnessed an atrocity, Holocaust, like the one that has been laid upon us. So we need to learn from this thing they're doing now to the Latino. It's the same thing. It never changed. They're just adding the Latinos to the pot now, because you see what the ultimate struggle is about. It's about controlling people. It's about power. Keeping that power they have, which is being threatened now by their below 1% population growth. They're dying off. They know this. So they're fearful that you may do some things to them they don't want to be done to them in 2019. You get what I'm saying? And they're carrying along that guilt at the same time. They know what they've done. They need to know, they need to come and bow down before us and ask for our forgiveness. And you know we are forgiven because we are a forgiving people. But they will not be forgiven if they just ask for forgiveness and do not evidence repentance, that they really deserve forgiveness, then they are not forgiven. Before they can be forgiven, even though we forgive them, they must return to us what they stole from us, and they must fix what they broke in us, both on the psychological and the physical level. Until then, ain't nothing changed. It's still the same game, and it's about population control. They want to assure themselves power and existence into the future. Peace, power,